Hi everyone, it's Emilia here. Welcome to my new video. Today I want to show you how you can create those pastel colors flowers. And I have made few already last night, just to be sure that my technique is working every time I make a flower, and I'm going to share that with you today. Look at them, these are really pretty, and believe me, not difficult to make. So I will let you know what do we need now. To make those flowers I will be using Lady Design dies, flower 001 and 004, and I'm using this one from the flower 1 and this one from the flower 4. So this is the like second to the biggest, third actually to the biggest, and this one is the second to the biggest in the set. So these I've got them here, and I use Farmiran, okay, white Farmiran, and I just wanted to show you that when you die cut it, you can fold it in 4 the same way I did here, so it's in 4, and then place your die on top and die cut 4 layers at once. So then you will have them kind of stuck together, but it's easy to separate 4 layers, and it's just the quickest way to die cut your flowers. So I've got the die cuts here. We will need some, well, I always use a piece of paper to protect my table when I coloring, and today I will be using gelatos to color my flowers. These are Faber-Castell pigment crayons. They're very creamy, rich in color, and they've got beautiful colors. So I've got here, I will list the colors below the video because it's a bubble gum, it's metallic grape, and this one I will have to probably check online. Aqua Dolce. Okay. So those 3 for my flowers. You will need some sponges to smudge the color on the foam, some tools to shape the flowers, and just to make a hole in the center, so you need a poke tool. What else? A piece of foam and little wires. You can have 1 or 2 just in case, and some stamens. So for those flowers I'm creating today, I use the stamens which are in delicate colors. So let me just show you maybe. So in the center of the flower I've got a mix of stamens. I've got them about 10 or like in total, but I take maybe 4 of green, 4 of white, and 4 of aqua for my and well, what I said, 4, 3 and 3 for my mint colored flowers. So I've got 10, about 10 for each flower, okay. And just these are matte stamens with like little, they ending like with a little heart. That's why they are called heart shaped. And I have them all from 14 Craft Bar. They've got huge selection of stamens and also of Farmiran. So I will be using these in a minute. You will also need a hot glue gun, scissors, and the iron. And I will start with coloring my flowers. So for one flower I will be using 1 layer of flower 4 and 2 layers of flower 1. Okay, so this is my like combination for each flower, and I'm just going to color first. Maybe I've got one colored mint here, so I will do one pink and one purple. So what I'm doing, grabbing a little bit of color from my gelatos, and then I'm applying on the foam, and I'm only coloring this in the center. I'm not going on the edges of the petals, just in the center. All 3 layers only on one side. Okay, so we've got those 3, and I will do the pink one as well. So we will have one of each color to make, yes, somewhere colored, 2 petals of flower 1 and 1 from flower 4. Again, color on the sponge and then on the foam, and you can see how these sponges smudge the color well. So this is a really good and cheap way to have a nice coloring on your foam. Okay, so now I'm going to shape the flowers. So now we will need an iron, and mine is almost at the maximum hot, but not all the way to the maximum, okay, almost, because you need it quite hot. But if you will see that your flowers curl like super quick, then just make it not so hot. So I'm going to apply each petal with the color to the iron just for 1 to 3 seconds. Then I'm removing that, and I'm going to grab all petals together. Let me just focus that, okay, and then I'm grabbing it on the edge and then twist few times, just the very end of your flower, like that. Okay, then I'm going to unfold that and just stretch each petal in the center, just stretch to the sides. Each petal, and then to give it a slightly better shape, I'm just going to use that tool and press each petal once into the foam pad. You just press and you will make the you will create a little bump on each petal, and this will be the first layer, and I do the same with those next layers. So apply on the iron for a few seconds. You just need to see it curling the petals on the iron, then remove, grab them all together. So I'm not folding them, I'm just grabbing them all together, then grabbing on the end of your petals and twist few times. I'm just trying to squash it, the edges, and then unfold and stretch gently each petal to the side. Try now not to touch the top of your petal, so it stays nice and curled. You can repeat pressing each petal into the foam. Once is enough, and in the center, and this is the second layer. Okay, this is how it should look. It looks slightly crazy, but that's okay. So another one, the third one, and we are doing exactly the same. So my main focus is to keep it really tight here and twist, and then stretch each one. And I'm also doing that in the center. Okay, and I will do the same for the pink flower. Sometimes when your iron is, like my iron is stopping working and then working again, so sometimes you may need to keep your flower longer on the iron. If you see that it's not, like the iron is not working, then you need to keep it slightly longer. I really like those flowers, and believe me, these are not difficult to make, and if you will do it, you will see that it will work nicely for you as well. And if you have any questions, you can always ask in the comment below the video. I'm often reading the comments. I try to answer as much as possible if there are any questions. So if you have some, you can ask there, and then maybe not straight away, but I will reply. I'm trying to keep up with those comments, but it's quite a lot actually, which is of course nice, because it shows me that people are watching my videos, which is fantastic. Okay, and the last one. I should clean the iron before using, because I can see other colors on my flower, but not a big deal, it's fine. So I will switch it off now, and I've got my glue gun on already, so we can just stick them all together and we will have our flowers. And I'm hoping that you will try to make them soon and share the results with me, because I'm always wondering if you use my tutorials and if it's working for you or not. Actually, I would like to know that, because then I can maybe try to, I don't know, create another tutorial. Okay, so now I will take the stamens. So for my purple one, I've got those lavender color actually, so I will have 1, 2, 4 of those, 3, and maybe 3 white. So this is my bunch of stamens. Okay, I'm trying to have them quite equal on one side, so I can grab them in the center, then place the wire on top of my stamens in the middle. Okay, then I can fold the stamens, and also I can fold the wire, and this way I will push them all through the center of my flower. Let me just check if this is my camera stays in focus, I hope. So I'm pushing them through, and then I'm pulling them from the bottom, and I don't want them to go to the bottom of my flower. I want them quite long, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue around them and push slightly more and just spread them, so this stays quite long and quite wild in the center of my flower. So this is the first layer. Okay, and then I will go through the second layer, through the middle, and the positioning of second layer is not really important, because we have 4 petals on the top and 5 on the bottom layer, so I'm just adding glue between the layers and I'm pushing that layer up. And now for the third layer, we just want to have petals in the gaps from the second layer. So now we just focus on not overlapping the petals with the second layer. So I will go through. Okay, and then I'm going to position my petals, so I will move them so the flower creates nice circle. I'm going to take it down for a second, add glue between the layers, and then push that layer up. And then you can still, if it moved, you can still reposition it, and this is it for that flower. Look, it's really gorgeous. And I'm going to trim the stamens off. We are using quite a lot of glue between each layer, so I think we can do that. Okay, look at that flower, really pretty. And I'm going to do the pink one as well. I have a mint, but I don't think I will be just doing the mint on the video. I will do the pink one. So I'm taking 4 of these pink, 4 white, and maybe 2 more those pearl ones I've got. Oh, that's different color. 1, 2. So again I've got about 10 stamens. Okay, I'm trying to make them equal here. Then I will use the same wire. That's why I always suggest not to twist the wire. Okay, I'm just folding it, so then I can remove it and have it and use it again for the next flower. I'm going through the center, keeping them quite long. Add a little bit of glue around, and then I push them slightly, not too much, because I don't want to have a glue on the other side and burn my fingers. I'm spreading the stamens here. Like this one is quite sticking out, okay, that petal. So sometimes what I do, I just grab it and curl it back. I mean curl it towards the center, so it's slightly smaller. Second layer, just go through and add glue between the layers. Okay, and then remember, for the third one I want to have the petals in the gaps. So I first go through, then I position my layer. Oh, glue strings. Sometimes you just need to go around with your petals to see, okay, this will be okay. So now I'm just going to add a glue between those layers and position it again. And again here, this one is sticking out slightly, so I will curl it towards my center of the flower. And look at that, it's so pretty. And like I said, that technique works every time, so please, no excuses. Okay, you need to make these flowers, and I need to see them because I'm sharing my knowledge and the tutorials with you, so then you can create your flowers as well. So let me just, oh look, I've got so many. Let me just show you them again. Oh, not so great that way. I hope you like them. And this is it for today. Thank you very much for joining me again. Take a look in the description box below my video. I linked the Handmade Farmuran and Paper Flowers group there, so if you would like to join the group, you can share your flowers with us. The group is very popular and we've got many members, so it's always a great place for if you're looking for the inspiration or for you know, for some kinds of flowers. It's we've got lovely ladies, they create amazing flowers. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very, very much. It was a pleasure to be here with you again, and see you soon. Bye!